Whether you're coming from a boat or a stand, welcome back to the lodge with your hosts, Matthew Dredska.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. No, come on, no. Dang.
Patrick Mudge.
I really don't know what to say that's funny because I'm not a very funny person.
True.
And Nick Conder.
There's a difference between picking and itching.
Don't tell me they're gone. I won't have nothing left. Don't tell me you're strong and you got no regrets. If thinking about us, thinking about then, thinking about how I could have been, don't cross your mind. So if you're doing fine, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Back to the Lodge is brought to you by Icey-Tek USA.
Live from Icey-Tek Studios from West Tennessee, it's the 6 o'clock hour. I'm Patrick.
I'm Matt.
I'm Will.
I'm Walter.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin.
And welcome back to the Lodge. It's going to be a special episode tonight, a huge episode. And as you can see, Huge. It'll be huge. It's going to be huge. I like huge. As you can see, we've made some pretty substantial changes. One, obviously, being our news desk. Yeah, I guess you could call it.
Perfectly crafted.
Has been perfectly rounded off by Mr. Matthew and Mr. Willie. And Will has obviously kind of become almost a regular guest, but we kind of told him, hey, you got to get your own show. So
it is what it is.
We'll be talking about that here in a little bit. But I want to touch on some things. First of all, you're watching us on Facebook. We want to welcome you to follow us on Facebook. You can click the three buttons up in the top of the screen, and that will allow you to follow us and get notifications for our videos and turn them on every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central.
Or share it.
Yeah, please share the video. That'd be even better. Thank you, Matthew. Also, you can follow us on Instagram on our handle, Icey-Tek USA. I'm sorry. Back to the Lodge.
Jesus. Why not both?
Usually I have the cue in front of me. But we've changed our production. We'll talk about those changes, so now I have to work a little harder. But you can follow us there on Instagram as well. As you see, the studio's different. Nick has kind of had to take on a little bit of a promotion. So if Nick, you can pan over there to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Nick needs more room and function to do the production work that he's doing. So wave and say hi, Nick, from your
Hey, Facebook Live.
full desk over there where you're controlling
man.
video, audio, and
I got it all.
cameras and everything.
See, what's weird is he can't lie, though. You say he's controlling it, but I see Justin's hand actually controlling it.
Let's just hope that's what
It's like a ventriloquist,
Yeah.
but with hands.
Whoa.
That's like a puppet guy.
Where's his hand?
That's fun. You did that.
Yes, I did. So anyways, we made some changes, and you can see we have some special guests here. We're going to have him introduce himself in a little bit. We'll have a little Q&A, but Mr. Walter Schneider, let's hear it for Walter.
Hello,
for joining us
everybody.
tonight. Walter is here from Connecticut. He's a partner of Icey-Tek USA, and he's also the co-founder of Gun Dynamics, which is a funding platform for the outdoor weapon industry.
Pew pew.
Correct? Pew pew. Pew. And then also, back behind the production desk, we've got our producer actually here in Tennessee from San Diego, Mr.
Whoa.
Justin Sherlitic himself.
Yeah. Look at him.
All the way from California. Welcome to Tennessee, brother.
It's like a teddy bear with a mohawk.
What do you call the ponytail thing?
It's a Viking braid.
Sure.
Of course.
Duh.
So we got some guests. We're going to have them on here to talk about what they do and why they're here. Like I said, Nick's going to be behind the board, and you'll be able to pan the camera over to him, and he can do that. And you'll be able to see what's going on with Nick. And it's going to be a very interesting dynamic. Nick's got a big night tonight, but Nick had a big night last night.
Yeah.
Walter, you're in from out of town. You never heard Nick play live till you came to Tennessee. What do you think about Nick's music?
I thought he was fantastic. I mean, he's got all the skills, the voice, the guitar, good-looking guy. I mean, he's got the whole package to go a long way in the country industry, I think. Yeah.
Nick's a local hottie, as the women and men.
Man,
love
I don't want to
dance
hear
with him.
that.
I think there's some girls up in Connecticut that even know some of his material.
Yeah, there is.
now.
There is. You had a fangirl just get a T-shirt today.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah,
Coming back north with me.
That's right.
So over also behind the studio, like I said, is Justin from San Diego. He's going to be talking about himself, which he doesn't like to do. But why are we all here is the magic question. We touched on it a little bit last week. We touched on it even littler the week before. But we're all here because, number one, the studio and the show is growing. And as Matt likes to say,
Be about it.
so we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to be about it. And we are partnered up with a lot of our friends, a lot of folks in our network. And we've been here discussing the new Patriot Lodge, which we're looking at several properties in West Tennessee for this major undertaking. And we will be raising millions of dollars to actually build out an entire 1,000-acre plus lodge that will allow veterans, Gold Star families, first responders, and children who've been exposed to trauma to get reacquainted outdoors.
Yep.
What was your first thought on that, Matt, when it kind of came out?
I don't know. It was surreal because we've talked about it on the show before. One of the first conversations me and you ever had. Holy cow! I can see you when we're talking now. That's neat.
I know, it's nice.
Was about the outdoors and how the outdoors itself sort of has saved us in many ways. And that was one of the first conversations we ever had long before I ever started at Icey-Tek. It's one of the glues that has held us together, which then built the idea for a TV show that was like cut off due to COVID, then that led to the radio show, which then led to this. And now there's that next step, which, I mean, truthfully, when we started this, it was the idea of just the outdoors, and it wasn't actually a physical. The lodge, I don't think, was ever designed to be a place. Mm-hmm. It was an idea, it was a statement, it was something that people related to, but it wasn't a physical place.
Right.
So now we're taking the ideas, the morals, the mindset of what we've strived to do with the show, and there's a very real possibility that it is now going to become a physical place to see these things actually come to fruition, which is just it's amazing. It's still surreal. It still has to happen.
I'm so proud of you, Grasshopper. You use words like mindset, resiliency.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just, so where am I at mentally with all this? I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for, me and Easley have had many conversations about this, about being about it, about actually being about it. So, it's exciting.
And your take, I know you were excited.
Matt said it best, but I mean,
of course I did.
Until I talk, second best it'll be soon. But when I first started hanging out with you guys, it's just outside of work, stuff like that. When y'all started talking to me about different things y'all did, like anything, I look it up, and I saw how much y'all were doing and how many people y'all were able to reach. Not just because it's the same things that I'm passionate about, but the length that y'all would go to help people at this scale. When you first mentioned, the possibility of a Patriot Lodge and other people carrying like we did, I'm in. I mean, it was the opportunity to go from being able to help a few deserving people to being able to help potentially hundreds, over the course of a short time, just based on other people's support. I mean, we all need to be. I mean, we all grew up in the woods. I mean, it's what everybody's used to.
I grew up in the concrete jungle.
Well,
so what does this mean to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
I mean, could you imagine if we had this opportunity when we got out to go to a place like this?
Oh, forget it. I mean, what it can do for veterans and people that have, suffered from depression or suffering from depression, and executives that need help, and organization, and getting them out hunting and fishing. I think it's unbelievable. And in Tennessee, it's, if not the best state, it's one of the top states to do that in. So
it's the best.
I think we're on our way. We got a lot of work to do, but it should be fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So other things that we got going on, and this is a very pivotal episode because it's going to change the dynamic of Back to the Lodge. So you now know officially what we are set up to do.
Yeah.
That being said, the other pivotal change is Nick is growing up.
Oh.
Barely.
I
Little
can't
buddy.
stand you.
I know.
Little buddy.
But as Nick's being promoted in life, Nick has, I can't even think of the word. You have unbelievable talent.
Yeah.
And when it comes to music, you have more talent in your little finger than all of us do musically combined. And that includes Justin and probably the neighbors. So, did I hear a hum? But anyways, the point is,
Best I could do with music.
Nick is getting ready to create his new album, and we have set up a GoFundMe for Nick as he's going to be going into the studio. And of course, I lost the link.
It'll come back.
No, it was. Here we go. That was the photo. Anyway, so Nick's GoFundMe is getting ready to go live here in a second. It's already on our Facebook page, but I'm going to go ahead and post it in the comments right now.
We should have made an overlap with it.
Yeah, I screwed up. Well, it's easier because they can click on the comment links for sure. So Nick's GoFundMe is set up, and the link is in the comments below. But what's really cool about this, okay, he's got to raise quite a bit of money to get into Nashville and do the studio time. However, Nick, you love us, we love you, we pimped you out. So if you
Thank
donate
you.
to the GoFundMe, put your name in the GoFundMe. If you donate, and any and all donation sizes, amounts are welcome.
Yep.
Nick is going to be extremely grateful. We're going to be grateful because Nick's career is about to begin today.
And important.
And he's already been on tour. He's already done a lot of stuff with other groups. But I'm going to read you the summary real quick. So Nick's talent has wowed audiences with his southern charm and vocal talents while delivering stellar performances and a side dish of humor to take on the stage. We all believe in Nick, and we're here to show him that more people... What is so funny? You said side dish.
It's you.
I know, but I'm not a funny guy.
I'm not a very funny guy.
I'm not.
True.
We all believe in Nick, and we're here to show him, with your support, that other people believe in him as well. Donations of $250 are going to receive a handwritten thank you letter from Mr. Nicholas Condor. If you donate $500, you will receive a handwritten lyrics to one of Nick's new songs on the album, signed by Nick Condor.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
will
I like
only
that. Yeah.
do these
Yeah.
for this first album fundraiser. So if you don't get it on this, you will never get handwritten lyrics from Nick. If he makes it big, they will end up in the Hall of Fame, and
You
nobody
won't have
will
the
get
lyrics.
them. So you get the lyrics. If you donate $1,000, this is pretty cool. You're not only going to get the handwritten lyrics.
That's big money.
It is big money.
That's big money.
But $1,000, you're not going to just give them the handwritten lyrics, Nick. You're going to give them a personal cameo of their choice. So if their kid's birthday or somebody they love, and they want to send a message, Nick will
Nice.
record a custom message and give it to you.
Nice.
Now, drum roll, please.
Ooh.
The $2,000 donation will get the custom song written by Nick for anyone or any occasion in their life. Nick will get with you. He will learn everything about the person of the song, the subject, and then he will write a custom personalized song, record it, and send it to you for you to have. What a great idea for an anniversary, birthday, maybe an engagement. Nick could write that love song.
Dude, I'm down.
He might even put it on his album.
Maybe.
So if you want to really spoil somebody and be part of Nick's future, Nick played last night in front of a bunch of people and just rocked it. And you get up there and you start laughing. You're having a good time. We were having a good time. People that didn't know you were having a great time. Some more than others.
The best time.
I was taking requests.
That
Yeah.
one
I mean,
table
you know,
up there
the-
up front, man, they were loving
Yeah, that guy
it.
loved Nick.
Man.
They wanted them some Nick.
I didn't. Hey,
Almost slapped you.
You're a bad person. That's his name.
So tonight, Nick will be playing some teasers of his new songs. He's also going to debut live on Facebook for the first time live on this show, Badass Country Song.
Oh boy, that's a good song.
It's a bad word.
do you know that one?
Barely.
He played it last night.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I know that.
He's got it. All right,
almost
so
all the words.
Nick's going to be doing that. And then when Nick wraps up, Nick's going to play the new little jingle promo for the new show. And we were going to do the teaser on Friday, but we're going to do the teaser tonight with the new show, Wine with Will, which will start next Friday of next week.
Is that a new show?
That's the new show. He's got to get his own show.
It's happening.
Have you annoyed everybody on this show?
No, I just
then you're gonna go to
he
your own
smells.
He's kind of like the Cleveland Brown of Family Guy.
The fact is,
for a
we don't want him on our show anymore.
That's what I figured.
They prefer it to be unfunny and
We prefer it to be family friendly on this show.
No,
He's
we don't-
gone.
We don't pay the guy, and he still shows up. I know. So if we're gonna get him off of our stuff and just make him do his own thing, make him feel special.
yeah.
He's special. Only one of us has the word special in our name on the cameo on here.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Matthew Denise Dreskel. It's Polish.
It is.
So also, we've had some inquiries about the fundraiser benefit for Jase and Zach. Chance and Zach. It looks like we are going to be a go for early April. The details are to follow. Our friend at Pop-Up Blinds actually was able to find us a nonprofit that didn't want anything out of it. And I've got a call with him tomorrow to get the benefit fundraiser dinner put together here at the Carroll County Civic Center in Tennessee. So the money from that will go to the benefit memory of Chance and Zach, of their families, and the other participants should they choose to participate. It is obviously up to them. Nobody's going to force them to. But the money is to benefit the families of the lost from that incident. Some of it may lead to scholarship, some may lead to conservation, but it's all going to a good cause. So we will be putting that together. Details to follow on here. Also on Icey-Tek's page, we'll be promoting that dinner banquet, which will be fun. And Nick will be performing there.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Dude, I'm down, and I'm stoked for it.
You've got to perform
I can't
here.
wait.
You've got to perform in North Carolina soon. You're going to be busy.
I know.
But you have to be here on Wednesday nights.
Right.
Done.
Does Nick have a car?
He got a little car.
It's little.
Can he fit equipment in there?
His stuff.
My stuff. Yeah.
All right.
We won't fit in there with him, so he's just gonna have to. We can't hold his hand.
Depends on how small I chop you up.
You could fit.
Without being chopped up.
Right.
We're wearing the same size shirt.
Yeah, but I fill mine out. You look like you borrowed Dad's shirt. That was. It is what it is.
Anyways, without further ado, if we can get into it, Mr. Walter Schneider.
Yes?
How about you introduce yourself?
I'm Walter Schneider. I'm from Southbury, Connecticut. I'm actually originally from New York City. And I'm down here with Patrick and the guys to help them with their show as we grow it. And I am a member of Icey-Tek with Patrick and Matt and the rest of the guys. And, we're building the Icey-Tek brand and doing a lot of great sales and marketing things on that front. In addition to that, I also participate with a couple of other partners up in the Connecticut, New York area. And we have an organization called Gun Dynamics. It's a platform. It's a crowdfunding platform for guns and gun-related technologies that we started a few years ago. That's been very successful and growing. I'm just happy to be down, and Patrick's been a great host. All the guys have been nothing but wonderful. Haven't gone deer hunting yet. I guess maybe the next time.
Come on.
Got to get down there.
Yeah, and I'd also love to figure out how I can get pulled around the shop floor in a little cart.
We can show you. You need good health insurance just in case. But it is possible. It's
Okay.
Oh, man. You're covered under workers' comp. Will's not. So let me ask you a couple questions, Walter. And we ask this of every guest that comes on the show. But I'll limit it to two. What is your favorite outdoor recreation activity?
I love hiking, camping and hiking, getting up into the mountains. I do it with my wife. We do a lot of walks, a lot of hikes. Do it with the girls. We do it up in Connecticut, New York, upstate New York. That's probably my favorite thing. I do like going out doing a little small game, and I love going to the range. Love to do some skeet shooting and sporting clays and stuff like that. So yeah.
Why would you say you enjoy hiking? What about it is appealing?
I love the connection to the outdoors. I find it very peaceful. And I think that's a great connection as we go forward with the Patriot Lodge.
So now the hard question, and I never give anybody a heads up. So if you didn't pay attention to the other episodes,
I can handle. I can handle it all.
If you can go back to your 16-year-old self,
Yeah.
and give him some advice as to how to get more involved in the outdoors and life advice, what would you say?
I would say definitely make a huge attempt to get. If you're from where I am in New York City, you got to make a huge effort to get out of the city and get into the country, get into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, we did it. My group of friends did it. A lot, obviously a lot of veterans and people involved in the outdoors that, I grew up with in the city. But, if you're in a city environment, getting kids out to the country with mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, cousins, uncles, aunts, it's huge. And not enough of them do it in the city, to be honest with you.
Awesome.
So.
Cool. Well, there you have it. So Walter from Icey-Tek USA. He is the co-owner and board member. And
do I have a board position?
You've been on the board since day one. Don't even give me that. Jeez. Our board meetings consist of crawfish and barbecue.
Oh,
They're tough.
yeah,
Tough.
40 pounds of crawfish, no less.
Hard. It's hard to eat that kind of food. There's still like 20 pounds left over. Sure. So if anybody wants
Patrick
crawfish,
wants me to bring back a cooler all the way up to Connecticut full of crawfish.
absolutely.
So if you're out there, Katie, Jane, and Lucy, I might have a 60-quart cooler full of crawfish for you.
Well, absolutely. All right. Also, other special guest tonight, we've got, and I'm going to probably say this wrong as always,
He just came over.
Justin Sherlitich.
He's magic.
The
That's
magic
not
of movies.
I didn't say that right, did I?
No way.
No,
There's
nobody
no
ever
way
has.
he said that right.
That's lick.
Zerletich.
Zerlitich.
As long as you don't call me late for dinner.
Bill's always late.
I'll be there first. though.
Well, you have. Yeah,
to eat? To eat.
If food's involved, we'll
If,
be
if
there.
food's involved. If y'all have said, I was on the bike
You show
today.
up early when there's food.
Right.
And
If
there's
y'all have said,
alcohol,
hey,
you're
we've got
even
food.
early.
Well,
Yeah, you're right. You showed up to breakfast this morning.
I'm a growing boy. I was passed out on the couch. That was the first time I've slept in days.
well, granted, it's been a great couple of days.
Absolutely. So, Justin, why don't you tell everybody about yourself, starting from birth?
Yeah, I got a long ass story. No, everything you need to know about me is in this show. I love Back to the Lodge, Marine Corps veteran myself.
Yud.
Yep. Ever since I was a boy, I grew up in Illinois. I'm from San Diego. I know you guys rib me all the time about being a Cali boy, but grew up in small town Illinois. And I know you're going to hit me with that question. I already got an answer. If I was 16 or even younger, I would go back and tell myself, listen to your dad more. Don't be so quick to want to get out of Dodge. Sometimes I'll be sitting at home in San Diego, and we go to the beach, and we walk and do things outdoors. We have a beautiful husky we like to take out to the dog parks and whatnot. But I wish I was back in Illinois at Side M, or I guess it's Jim Edgar Panther Creek now, I think is what it's called. Hunting whitetail or turkey, or just being out. 0 dark 30. You don't hear anything but the bugs and the birds, and I miss that.
You're making my job real easy.
That's my job. That's literally my job.
That is a good producer, Nick. Did you catch on to this? I didn't even have to ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't come in and spoil him and then go back to California. He's going to expect us to work now.
Well, Patrick, he's like, hey, Justin, why don't you come out? I'll show you a good time. Well, I've been here working all day. What the hell?
Hey, you've met him.
We didn't start till the afternoon.
That's true.
We fed you.
Oh,
We boozed
did
you.
you? Yes, you did. And
And Nick entertained you.
private concert.
A private concert. There you go. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that, Nick?
Man, I had a blast, dude. I love singing. Doesn't matter for who. I love singing.
Are you going to be willing to perform at the new lodge, the Patriot Lodge?
No doubt.
So what's your thoughts
Like,
about
is that even a question?
What is your overall
The
thought?
hesitation.
What was your overall thought when you found out that the show was going to turn into something way beyond this?
What am I getting myself into?
It's fair.
Fair.
Well, I mean, okay, let me explain. So,
So there I was.
so
Laying in a field
So,
with a pony.
you know,
No, that's Will.
and I was even talking to Justin about this the other day while we were heading to town. Thought processes like big stuff like this, you know, it's like it runs through your head. This stuff doesn't happen to someone like me, you know? And it's very humbling. There's the phone.
I turned that ringer off, too. That's weird.
You specifically told me to turn my phone off before the show started.
I swear I turned the ringer off. Oh, it's the second phone in your office. No, there's not one. Where's the second one?
I don't know if there is one.
I turned the ringer off.
Didn't know we had one.
Oh, well. Someone want to answer the phone?
I follow the rules.
So anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah, so, you know, it's the thought process of this stuff doesn't happen to someone like me, a small town, country, out in the woods kind of guy.
Kmart cowboy.
That hurt a little. You
But
could say
you know, it's humbling. It puts you in a new perspective of like, okay, well, maybe I need to step my game up and be prepared for what's to come. You know, roll with the punches, stuff like that. So
Well, now you really got to step your game up because you're going to be taking care of the people that believe in you, which is your fans. And that is writing the cameos, the lyrics, the handwritten thank yous, and possibly even a couple love songs.
I'm all in, man.
How
you
about
go.
how about the album?
Well, this will all be part of the album. Yeah, so with the recording, the money raised goes towards his studio time in Nashville, which he was able to get a pretty good deal. That covers all the musicians for him to get in there and cut that first album. And then as soon as he's done, don't worry, guys, Matt, Will, and I will be holding him accountable, and I'm sure Justin and Walt will too, to start getting his music videos done immediately.
Yeah,
We got to get him out there. We got to get him
absolutely.
uploaded.
I 100% agree.
So that's going to happen. But tonight, I think it's probably close to time. What time? Where are we at on time? We're moving kind of quick. That works, 6:30. So without further ado, if Justin and Nick, Justin's going to fill in as producer on site, so Nick can give you a little taste of what's to come.
Here
So
we
why don't
go.
you guys go ahead and switch?
I'm
Let's
really
do it.
excited. I'm excited.
While you're
I am
doing
too.
that, I'm going to go ahead and review the Gofundme levels again.
Sure.
While they're switching out instruments and audio. So Nick is going to be recording his first album, and we've set up a GoFundMe for him. The link is in the comments, and it's also on our Facebook page. Like I said, donations of all sizes, 100% welcome. $5 is great. But if you can do $250, Nick's going to be sending you a personalized, handwritten thank you letter. The old school postal service with a stamp.
Does
he'll
he
lick
know
the
how to
stamp.
write?
He
think
may not know how to
reading's the problem.
spell.
It's the reading.
He
It's
may
the
not know how to
reading.
spell.
That's
but he
right.
can-
We found it out last night.
I know we're not talking about me.
No, you just forget your own lyrics. For $500, you're going to receive the handwritten lyrics of one of Nick's new songs on his track. Or on the album. One of the tracks on the album. Sorry, I had that wrong. If you donate $1,000, you're going to get handwritten lyrics and a personal cameo video. But if you donate $2,000, you're going to get a custom song. Nick will write a custom song for any person or occasion in your life and give you that song. Professionally recorded. It's going to sound amazing. And you can dedicate that to a level. I think that's cool.
I think it's awesome. And
Like,
I'd
if you wanna
like
really
to, can I
surprise
add one more
yourself.
level?
Sure.
For $2,100.
For 21?
$2,100.
Uh-huh.
He does all of that for the $2,000 level, but Will delivers the song to you personally.
Yeah.
What if he has to go to Alaska?
I'm in. I'm in.
$100 budget.
I've done more with less.
He'll show up in a Harley with -30.
I'll bring you a nickel and a stick. I'll just hold it in front of me while I'm singing.
Actually, I'll tell you what. If you've been following the show since day one, if you donate $5,000, You get everything on the tiers, and then Matt and I will relinquish Nick on a Stick.
The Nick on the Stick?
Like that one.
The original Nick on the Stick on the back wall.
But we like him better.
It doesn't matter. This is about Nick tonight.
Man, that's
fair.
So if you do 5,
a hard hit,
if you
man.
do 5, you get
We're
all
sad.
the tiers below. You get the handwritten thank you letter. You get the handwritten song lyrics. You get the custom song, and then you also get Nick on a Stick and a cameo.
It's a pretty good deal.
They basically own you.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Like we do.
So check out the GoFundMe link. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know. But Nick's going to give you a little taste of his music. And Nick, if you don't mind, I know this was not. This is on your original songs, but you never released a full album. You just did singles.
exactly.
Right? So if you could give people a taste of your older stuff, maybe start with "Sipping on Memories,"
Okay.
and people can get an idea of what to expect.
So let me start with that one.
Sure.
Sure. Little backstory behind Sipping on Memories. So, when I wrote this in college, and I was sitting in the dorm room, and I thought to myself, just kind of life experiences and stuff like that, and sometimes I like to write my songs while putting my mindset in other people's shoes. So my grandma, on my dad's side, she went through breast cancer and actually come out on top. She beat it, and but I know that a lot of people aren't as fortunate to have their grandparents or somebody in their life go through that and still get to have them at the end of the day, you know? So I wrote this song for the ones that aren't as fortunate, and it's called Sipping on Memories. Sitting on this bar stool again, wondering if you knew that I loved you back then. Pictures of you on my phone. Never have I ever felt so alone. People tell me I should let you go. There's one thing that they don't know. I took you out on your first date. I was running so late. We went to eat across town. And I spilled my tea, and you laughed at me. And I kissed you in that candlelight. Yeah, I'm just sipping on memories tonight. I was nervous on our wedding day. Didn't know if your daddy would give you away. You were the most beautiful bride. We said our vows and then we cried. People thought that I should have let you go. But there's one thing that they don't know. Yeah, I took you dancing one night in that neon light. I spun you round and around. I asked you on one knee, spend forever with me. And I saw the love in your eyes. Yeah, I'm just sipping on memories tonight. I had everything in the world. It was you and me and our 3 girls. Since you've gone, life has been rough, but I know you're here looking down on us.
field of stone. You're reigning high with him on his throne. Lord knows that I miss you, and all of the things we used to do. People tell me I should let you go, but there's one thing that they don't know. The doctors came by, there were tears from my eyes. You wouldn't make it through the night. I stood by you in bed, and I kissed your sweet head, and then we said goodbye. I'm just sipping on memories tonight. If you were here by my side, we'd be sipping on memories tonight.
Wow, that was
There it
great.
is.
That's a good
That
one.
was fantastic. Really good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's an amazing song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites that you do.
Yep.
I think it
By
is my
far.
favorite.
Is there extra slack in there he can pull out?
Yeah, there you go.
So, Nick, now we know you had wrote Badass Country Song,
Mhm.
but it has not actually been cut yet, correct?
Correct.
So,
I'm really excited for this one.
no gooder time than now.
Oh, me.
I think this is a lot of people's favorite as well. I mean, these are your top two so far that people have heard.
Right.
Will these go on? Both these go on the new album up in Nashville?
So, Sippin' on Memories is already out.
Okay.
It is released as a single, but spoiler alert,
Ooh,
writing all new music for this album.
wow.
Now, Badass Country Song will go on this album.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You got me
Yes.
worried.
Like, I'm telling you, Badass Country Song is really going to give you a taste of what the whole album is going to be like. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
It's a high bar to set. That's a good one.
That is a
Now-
pretty high bar to set.
Hang on, Nick. Now, I
Yeah.
heard something in the car
Uh-oh.
that was a little funky.
Could have been gas.
Is that going to be on
Spaghetti
the
burp
album?
strike again.
No.
No?
That was a joke song.
I think we should hear that later.
Guess what? You guys are right. He gets his own show. He's dirty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a joke song. And that one's called Jive Walk.
Oh, it was
No,
Jive,
that's a
all
good
right.
one. Do it.
I actually don't know how to play this one. I made it like on GarageBand.
That's great.
It's a start.
Well, it was even good on GarageBand. You're better on like an iPhone.
You ready?
Oh, we are ready.
So this one I also wrote in college, in the dorm room. Gotta get that B7.
Yeah.
Anyway, when writing this song, I looked at my buddy that wrote it with me, and I told him, I said, man, I've always wanted to write that one song that's just badass from start to finish. And just that country rock that everybody loves these days. And if you're a good old country boy, you like big trucks, you like girls in your big trucks, this is the perfect song for you. Here we go. Wake up at the crack of dawn, roll out of bed and put my boots on. Smoke spark up a stout cigarette, 'cause these things ain't killed me yet. See the back of my smile, tear the back roads up for a while. Park down by the riverside, crack a beer sitting on nice. You read my life like a book. Let me give you a closer look, 'cause I'm a stone cold country till the day I die. All these girls around here wanna take a ride in my pickup truck, jacked up real high. Don't be upset, it's just a day in the life of a hardcore man from the deep south. Tattoos on my arm will tell you all about where I come from. Y'all sing along about living in a badass country song. All these pretty boys running their mouth, they better watch it before I take 'em out with a stiff right hook from Tennessee. Don't wanna mess with a man like me. We can take this out to the parking lot. You can give it your best shot. I'll be the one walking away, yeah. Well, what can I say? 'Cause I'm a stone cold country till the day I die. All these girls around here wanna take a ride in my pickup truck, jacked up real high. Don't be upset, it's just a day in the life of a hardcore man from the deep south. Tattoos on my arm will tell you all about where I come from. Y'all sing along about living in a badass country song. Yeah, a badass country song. 'Cause I'm a stone cold country till the day I die. All these girls around here wanna take a ride in my pickup truck, jacked up real high. Don't be upset, it's just a day in the life of a hardcore man from the deep south. Tattoos on my arm will tell you all about where I come from. Y'all sing along about living in a badass country song. Yeah, a badass country song. Badass country song.
Wonderful. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit more about what your thoughts are on this new album.
So much excitement. It's been a long time coming. There has needed to be an album. I was telling Walter the other day, we were talking about writing processes that I go through, and that, when I do get inspiration and I do write, I'll write in bulk. And so once I get through writing everything that has inspired me, I'll basically be dormant for a while.
You go back to life.
Exactly.
And that builds you up for the next.
Exactly. Live the experiences that life gives you, and live that to the fullest of what I can do, and then come back to my lodge, and pump out some writing about it.
But you said this needs to happen and is long overdue.
Yes.
Boy, guys, doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah.
It sure does.
We've only been saying that for
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months now.
At least.
Boy, we're all here, Nick, because of you.
But now we're going to be about it.
That's right.
It's time.
That's right. It is time.
You better say thank you, Matthew.
For what?
For telling to be about it.
Thank you,
Listen.
Matthew.
Oh, you're telling me I needed to thank him.
He'll
for
send
my
a bill
line.
to your insurance for the council. No, I truly think you need to kind of put a copyright on that.
Yeah.
Be about it.
Okay.
That could be a good Icey-Tek jingle.
Be about
Be
it.
about it. For those
Be
who get
about it. Yeah.
There's that it again.
For those that get it, and they're about it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to throw Any special words like Icey-Tek? One of those songs. Or going back to your lodge.
You might have to do some editing because I think you
I
have
might.
most of them written, right?
Icing down my 1100 Icey-Tek.
That's a lot of ice.
Jacked up real high.
Yeah. So that's the only way I can get in it.
We could put big tires and an engine on one of the 1100s.
Done.
We'd all fit.
I mean, that's the only way you can get in it.
If I'm jacked up real high.
Oh, I think you meant the cooler. I'm like, if the cooler's jacked up real high, you're not getting it.
No, I can't get in when it sits flush.
There's another short joke.
He's doing it to himself. I'm not even doing it. I was just asking for clarification.
I didn't like shrink yesterday. I've been this height for a long time.
Since age 7.
Wait. I gotta tell you this. Sorry to interrupt, but this was too funny. So Matt was really excited that the guys were coming to town. Matt gets excited when we have company.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. So Justin shows up at the house, and Matt comes over to meet Justin. You should have seen the look on Matt's face when he found out Justin was shorter than him. Woo!
He claims he's like 5'9".
12. Yeah. 5'12 and a half.
Yeah.
5'9 3/4.
The 12 is centimeters. It was so funny. When Matt got out, he just smiled, and I knew exactly what he was thinking. Without saying a word, he looked at Justin and goes, pleased to meet you.
It's not often I meet a man that's shorter than me that isn't a legal midget. Because you're not a legal midget. I didn't call him a midget.
Ouch.
Damn near.
Dwarf. I think it's dwarf.
I think it is.
I've got him by like an eighth of an inch, but I'm gonna take it.
It's 2021, Matt.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he works hard.
Vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged.
Yeah, that's the appropriate terminology. I
think it is.
Correct.
I think
I'm
it's
glad that
How am I the most PC one on this show?
Well, that being said, that kind of leads to our next segment, right?
Oh, goodness.
So Wine with Will debuts next Friday here on Back to the Lodge. But Mr. Nicholas Conder is going to lead in a little teaser by playing the first part of the new little jingle for Wine with Will. So without further ado...
Did you finish it?
No, but he can still play enough for the jingle.
Oh,
part.
yeah. No, I didn't know if you guys stayed up a little later and finished it the other night.
Oh, we stayed up later.
Unrelated.
Everybody stayed up later. Well, no, Walter stayed up later.
No,
Not by choice.
not
You just got the
was the
stankiest
crawfish.
stank eye Walter could give you.
The crawfish was good, though.
It was good.
So without further ado, if you would like to key him in, and then you can come up with however you want to say welcome to your show.
Fair enough. Try to.
You
Just
ready?
keep it back to the lodge.
I'll try to self-edit. We'll go into something.
He gets a new set of regulations for his show.
FCC who?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
The Farm Credit Company?
Could be. They'd turn me down, but it's fine. You gotta pay cash for stuff for me.
Oh my god.
You ready?
Do me right, Nick.
All right. I got a pony out back in the barn. She's the only one left on the farm. I'm just killing time on this porch of mine, working on my southern charm. Well, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, a little bit with my shiners on closing time around here. Well, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I may talk a little slow, but I know how to grow a big beard. Well, I woke up one morning with a knot on my head. I looked all around, I was not in my bed. I found myself in the middle of an open field. Well, I found my clothes and I wiped my eyes, and I looked up and saw to my surprise there was a little brown pony looking as confused as me.
Look.
Wine with Will.
Oh, that was bougie, and I like it. So, from the people who only know me from this stuff, it's going to be like, oh, that's catchy, you know. For the people that know me, there's a very good chance that like most, if not all of that was written based on personal experiences. I like to have fun. I like to, like I think I told Walter the other night or somebody, I wake up, or Justin, I wake up every morning and I'm like, God, it's pretty good to be me, you know?
Yeah, you told me you were ecstatic to be Will Easley.
The thing, who else gets to be me?
Yeah, no, nobody.
You know, and it's not an arrogance thing, but I mean, it took me a long time to get to this point. But now, I mean, golly, like
It's years of honing those Southern skills.
it is. I mean, I like experiences. I like, you know, I enjoy life with people. You know, and most of the time that brings us to, we're gonna call them shenanigans. I feel like that's okay to say.
That's a good word.
You know, if something's boring or whatever you're doing, like Walter mentioned earlier, the getting pulled around with the four-wheeler.
Yeah.
So when we were building the Icey-Tek shop, do they know why we call him Dad?
No, you can explain it though.
All right, so
At this point, if they've watched more than
we
2
don't have
episodes,
to,
they get it.
So, you know, the typical dad, he's there for you, you know, he brings things up, but then right when you're having fun, he just squashes it. OSHA this, or, you know, well, don't get hurt, workers' comp, things like that.
It is my job.
Right, but he had these four-wheelers, a little like 50cc or something, little like Matt size. Well, Justin size, you could each have one.
I'm about the size of a 50cc four-wheeler, okay?
True. That's fair.
They were 100 in fair.
Ugh, well, maybe they'd be too big then.
They were essentially a hopped-up Barbie Jeep.
That's fair. But hopped up for sure. So I got bored trying to ride them on 2 wheels and flattening the tires as it were. My girlish figures only because I'm behind this table. But so anyway, I found this little cart. You got to pay extra for that. I found this little cart. It was a triangle, not the greatest moment of planning, but it was a triangle, had 3 wheels, and not the correct kind of triangle you would want.
Right.
Stability,
the dangerous kind of triangle.
Stability was not really an issue or even a
forethought.
Yeah, at all. It was just, it is what it. I saw something with wheels, saw something motorized with wheels, and the ski rope.
Oh boy!
I mean, everybody's like,
I know where this is going.
Saw it on, and if in the middle of the shop, it's got those poles are perfectly placed. You know, you can weave until you can't. So, Dad, he's 9 feet tall. You can't tell on camera, but he's
at least
he's just unnecessary. But we finally talked him into getting on the four-wheeler and essentially pulling me around like I was sledding. You know, we don't see snow down here. I wanted the experience of wherever in South Canada all you guys are from. You're all just so far up there. So anyhow, I wedged myself in this little triangle thing, and he was still concerned about safety. And I don't know if it's because he cared about me or didn't want to call Walter and say, hey, guess what?
Somebody died on the shop floor today.
This guy.
No, there was still poles in the middle of the building.
Sure.
And girders.
But
life
didn't you
gives
have
you
any
obstacles sometimes. This is about overcoming things. You know, we did have that stack
we know
of
how
that
thick-headed
stack
you
of
are.
wood. So, but I was safe. I wore a helmet.
It
Did you really wear a helmet?
Well,
What was it on your head?
it was not as far on my head as this hat is right now. I don't look like it, but I've got a moderately sized dome.
Yeah.
Paint a picture.
This might be the
draw
big
you a
reveal on
picture.
this new show, though. I don't know
So
if this
It's a
is...
full face helmet.
There's a
was
video
supposed to
of
be.
this.
Right.
Yeah, it fit kind of like a top hat.
What's on YouTube?
It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook?
I mean, I looked super athletic and prepared.
Obviously.
What part of that was super athletic?
Allegedly.
Did you see? Look, did you see? You know, you're throwing ropes at the gym.
Other
stuff.
than the sports bra.
Look, did you see how I worked those ropes? I mean, I was scaring myself. When you struck out, my first thought was bad idea. So it wasn't like, you know. Anyway, we ran through it and we did it a couple of times, and it was just boring. Like it didn't have that wow factor. So when I got you to go faster, and we came around the last
whipped
time,
you around that corner.
I slid back on the ropes, and it was like a slingshot.
He went past me.
And Billy's not here, but I immediately realized I could no longer steer. So, Billy, I love him.
Thank you, Billy.
That thing of
He's
bubble.
also not dead. Whatever you just did.
Much
I totally thought he was dead. I don't know Billy, but
you met
rest
him
in
last
peace,
night.
Billy.
Is that not what the cool kids do? Like, much love?
What are you, LeBron James?
Should I
Jesus,
pour out
you
my
weren't
drink?
that athletic.
He had a 3-foot roll wide.
Well,
bubble
it
wrap.
saved me because he threw it between me and that pile of wood on a metal frame thing. Again, didn't think about it. Couldn't pull the helmet down any further because it was a child's helmet. It's for safety. But when he threw it, he kind of still stood behind it, and I was afraid it was gonna be bad for everybody. But we had to retire the foiler.
Everybody
had to
that saw
retire
that video
everything.
goes, that didn't look bad. I said, it was in super slow-mo.
It was a lot faster. If anybody
He was
sees the video, it seems that was man.
You spun, even after you hit the bubble wrap, you spun into another pile of wood.
Yeah, I tried to just keep your elbows in. You think skinny or whatever, but
I thought you were really uncomfortable.
the helmet was the worst part. It was squeezing. I think it was like making it where I couldn't think straight. But that was best case scenario because
Kindergartner's helmet, wasn't it?
It was my 9-year-old's.
Okay,
It's a youth-size helmet.
Okay.
On a very not youth-sized.
It kind of, if you can imagine where the yarmulke sits on someone, that's about as much as it covered.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a lot of protection.
I don't.
A fall directly backwards. That was it.
Yeah, okay.
And even still, I'd have broken my nose 'cause it would have fit then. I'd have it cut off or something. But there was no good scenario, and I thought about the beginning of the track. Didn't really think about the end. So had I not let go of the rope,
You'd be in a cooler.
I would, and I could fit in some of them.
Not as many
Not
as
all
Matt.
of them.
No, I didn't want to be
Some of
force
the upper
fed.
skews. You can do some of the upper
Right,
skews.
right. I was going fast enough where I could have been forced into a 55 or something. It was fast.
The funny part was the building wasn't done yet. So if you would have hit a
Anything.
screw
Yeah.
on the floor, you were flying out the window.
Yeah, I broken anything, I'd have had to fix it. So
I mean, we did have a lot of mattresses that you could have put around the shop. I don't know if you wanted to pick them up, but
I wouldn't have.
I'm not.
Death would have been a better option.
Now, when
exactly.
the Superman, with the scoop, you could have picked him up with the scoop,
Well,
maybe.
the funny
but-
part was, I think when Nick edited that video, he played "O Fortuna," the opera song. When you came around the corner, he's like, it was so glorious.
It was majestic.
It was.
Did you do that?
Kinda
Dare I
like an
say
eagle.
triumphant?
His neck was pretty vain.
It was. And that was the first time I'd seen Nick edit anything like that. And I just thought it was the most ridiculous. He just disappeared. Came back out and was
Back
like,
to the edited version.
Hey guys, watch this.
and I was like, what's he got? He's going to show me cats fighting on YouTube or something. And when he showed me that, I was like, that's my career.
Hired.
I don't know how you make a career out of that, but it's probably like Nitro Circus
It
or
used to
something.
be called Jackass.
Yeah.
This
Fair.
was better.
And now it's going to be called Wine with Will. I mean, it'll be fun. I don't like the forced stuff. I don't.
Do you write anything for the show? Or do you kind of...
You have to be able to read to write stuff.
Okay. That makes sense.
I tell you what, I will draw pictures and make a script. I'll have
Stick figures that
bring
can
everybody
walk
a
you through
drawing
what the
every
show's
time.
going to be.
We should put that in a binder, and then a year from now we have this. We have this, episode portfolio.
like an encyclipedia of
That'd be
awesome.
really cool.
It's a pitch deck of stick
Sure,
people. Yeah.
sure. You guys are the only ones dumb enough to do this. To put me on a camera and say, do stuff. But even dogs have to be trained to do that.
But now it's Wine with Will because we're going to be drinking wine, right?
Sure. We are. Believe it or not, not a big wine drinker.
Learning experience.
Exactly. Some of the names of wines I'm gonna have a tough time with.
Merlot.
Like Merlot and Go at the end of the show. But no, they throw random letters in some of the names of these wines, and it's just unnecessary. I tried to say her last name yesterday. I feel as though that's gonna be pretty much how the wine pronunciations go. I don't know. It's gonna be a good time, but
Are you going to do pairings based on the theme of the show?
I don't know what that is. We're just gonna be like red one, white one. I mean, I've had like muscadine wine. That's good.
That's good.
Corncob wine.
Yeah.
Things that you can make in buckets at
Did
home.
I hear corncob wine?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Walter, we're in a
fantastic.
different universe right now.
It's good. He can make some hooch.
Honey, I'm bringing a bottle of corncob wine home.
She wouldn't be as excited until she tried it, and then she'd be like, "Hey, get Will to make us some more corncob wine." And so, okay. First time I ever had corncob wine was my buddy Cody, long time ago, and I was 21 and drinking responsibly. But he's like, "Hey, you want some wine?" I was, "No, but sure." And he dipped a Solo cup in this bucket. Seems legit. And I was like, "This tastes like watered down grape juice kind of stuff." And I remember when he moved into this house, he had, I don't know the PC way to say this, but one of those chairs that helps the elderly stand up when they... What
A
are
lift
they?
chair.
You've got
Lift
one.
chair.
What is it?
You've got one, Patrick.
It's on stilts. You know? But, no.
I can't wait to edit your show.
You're going to watch it and be like, why did I do this? Like, I
It's
don't...
gonna be. You'll hear the jingle and it's Wine with Will, and then for the next 10 minutes you're beep.
It's, that FCC thing, that's that. But I tried a cup, and I was like, it's drinkable, you know. Tried another cup, and I was like, wow, I just got tired real quick. And I remember dipping my third cup, and I woke up, and this chair was like full tilt. My legs were locked. And he said, "Hey, how many cups do you have?" Like, of what? I don't know. And then I found out how to make it, and it's delicious. In moderation. But no, it's just gonna be a good time. I don't know many jokes and stuff like that. We just like to have fun.
It's story time.
It is. I like telling stories, you know, my experiences.
How is Lance Corporal Streeter?
We're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah. It's good. I don't know for sure now, but we had some good times, and
Oh my god.
yeah, I mean, it's just stories mostly
I
from
can't
my
wait.
experiences, and I like new experiences. I think I mentioned I don't care much about material things, but I'll pay for experiences. You know,
You gonna have guests on your show?
maybe at some point.
Okay.
You know, at first it could be like a bad book of nursery rhymes kind of, I think, and then
Oh yeah, are you
Wine
gonna do?
connoisseur.
You gonna read
Yeah.
any stories from Dr. Seuss?
Not anymore.
not on some platforms maybe, but we
But our platform.
maybe it's like a book of tongue twisters though, and it's
One fish, two fish.
yeah, red fish, blue fish. I remember that
Sound
one.
more like 1 cup, 2 cup,
Yeah.
3 cup floor.
If it's corncob wine, the show is. I don't know about the. I mean, I've had different wines. I've got a box on top of the refrigerator right now, and people watch it back. Oh, that's a joke. I'm very serious.
Well,
It's
I mean, maybe you can change it up. You'll have your wine glass.
sure.
But maybe if you're really nice to Walter, he'll bring you some shine from Mark
Oh
Rogers.
yeah. Bring some down.
Some of that pear
You
shine.
twisted my arm. I mean, I
We could do peach pear, maybe some root beer.
yeah. I think I'm here for it. Yeah. I mean, you know, you do what you're good at, right?
Folks, I want you to pay attention. Will has all of his teeth as of today, March 3rd.
Well,
He may not in about 12 months.
All of the front ones.
this one's fake. This one's fake. I used to have as smart of a mouth as I do now, but like your size. And no, you laugh, but counting was a problem. You know, when you go into an establishment that serves alcohol by the drink, and you're like, that one guy, and then you don't really think about that one guy having two friends that have two friends, and often I was just, you know, I like to say things sometimes without thinking, and then
Is that how you almost got fired from your security job? You know, friends and friends and saying things?
well,
Save some of these.
yeah,
No, these are
it's
just teasers.
it's gonna be fun.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
We did have some good times there in Nashville. Took me a long time to get acclimated, and right when I did, I left.
Yeah, you made a lot of famous friends in Nashville, didn't you?
I met a lot of famous people that either liked or didn't like me. It was
Wait, didn't you get somebody banned? Well, we'll save it for the show.
Yeah. It was I had a repeated issue with a now famous person that, if they ever see this, I hate that guy. I had hair then. It was weird. Walter's now the hair of the show.
Yeah, so can you imagine?
Y'all have hair.
Hey, and by the way, I just want to point out, you've got luxurious gray in your beard right now.
I do.
So I don't want to hear crap from you anymore.
You're going to. So I don't know where it came from.
I've got like the Bin Laden beard going right now.
It's a great look.
Yeah, I don't.
Worked out really well for him.
Hey, you had a
There you go. That's the proper use of that.
you had a name for it the other day. Was it
Don't go there.
something to do with 12?
And that's why Nick's over there. You're sitting in timeout. No, it'll be a really good time though. I mean, I don't know about guests like interview type stuff because this is awesome. I don't like forced stuff. I just like to talk. And if you laugh at me
better
talking,
that way.
it's great. You know, yeah, I enjoy myself. You enjoy yourself enjoying myself. It's great. I got a little confused on all that, but it just
got a little weird.
It just flows.
Myself. That's it.
That's the tagline.
There it is.
Enjoying myself while you're enjoying yourself.
How much wine do you think you're going to consume per episode?
All of it. You know, somebody calls
Do
in.
we
like,
have a budget for that?
I don't. I've got a bunch of table wine we'll start with for the first month.
It's a good thing I don't know what that is.
Maybe, you know what would be great, though, is to find a wine sponsor.
That would be fantastic.
Hi, sponsors.
I'm
Send me your
thinking
wine,
Gallo.
I'll drink it and talk about it. Teach me how to pronounce it. You better send me some easy stuff.
Can you say Riuniti?
Not even going to try.
Not legally.
That was a lot of vowels and
Oh, Lord.
weird letters. But yeah, no, it'll be a really good time for me. Hopefully it is for you too. If it's not, whatever.
When's the show going
looking
to air?
forward?
Do I?
When's the show going to air?
So next Friday is going to be the first shindig. We're going to get after it and just.
Fantastic. I'm
See
going to
where
have
it goes.
half of Connecticut watching.
I don't even know how big Connecticut is, but it has to be pretty big. You know, it'd be great. And I mean, experiences matter. We all had the same experiences, different places. Illinois, Connecticut, New York.
Nick.
And we've had some military experiences at this table.
Yeah, all of us.
Every one of us at this table.
My wife says hello.
And
Hello.
Hello,
she
wife.
just said it in a very special way, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
You just got your first GoFundMe donation of $100.
Boom.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations. And thank you
so much.
Again.
Yes. Thank you to Justin's
again.
wife.
That's about one verse in one song.
People do
That's
that.
about what
I
we
swear
got for that.
people do that. They don't?
I had to slide my phone
They
over
say
to
much
Justin
love.
to show him. I got just got the notification.
Put the
Nice.
debit card down.
You go out of town and she's got your card. So maybe the donation was from Justin. We don't know yet.
It's fair.
Thank you so much. Thank you, for real.
No, what do people do? I swear that's how you
That's
be
for,
like, thanks, buddy.
Like, I miss you.
But that's like God
so if
bless
I do it
her.
forward, like, is that weird?
This is blowing a
I
kiss.
miss you. This is Nick's. Nobody's looking.
Aww.
And he wasn't looking.
Just heard it.
His head went like this. No.
It'll be fun, though.
Remember, we can still see you over there.
We wish you
Yeah.
the best with your show.
He's got
Thank
that
you.
little shield
Thank
that
you.
he's going to hide behind.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously, Will, I'm super excited, dude.
I'm pretty excited.
So real quick, just as a recap, special episode tonight. Wine with Will start next Friday. You just got a little teaser of what's to come. It will not be as family friendly. It will be on Friday evenings. There will be a disclaimer.
Is it a
some
set time?
We haven't figured out the time just yet, but we do have the new update from Facebook that swear words are going to start getting cut back and banned.
And,
So-
and banned.
band.
I don't.
Well,
cuss.
I mean, we have our other platforms where
we
there will
spent
be
48 hours together. I can't remember you.
I think
cursing
a
once,
great
actually.
opportunity though is Will still do his shows, and then Justin, I'm sure, as the magical producer he is, you could subscribe to special content.
Well, exactly, and we'll have our uncensored content. I mean, go hit up the YouTube page. Go hit up any of the podcast platforms because we'll release them as bonus episodes marked as explicit, so you know what you're getting into. But yes, some of our social media platforms we're obviously gonna.
I mean, I'm not going to be like Howard.
Howard Stern?
Yeah, Howard Stern. I'm not like a shock jock thing. Just sometimes, some things.
To be honest with you, Will, you're a hell of a lot better than Howard Stern. To be honest with you.
Well, thank you, thank you.
You better give him a hug.
Shots.
And I'm from the same city with Howard.
Are you nervous?
Am I nervous? No, I'm fat. I'm wearing an extra medium shirt. I just wore it so I could talk to Matt.
Oh man, I'm glad you guys face each other.
Moist. For everybody out there that hates that word, you're welcome.
That's what you can expect in Wine with Will.
All you whiners.
So also,
All the whiners.
as a recap, tonight, the special episode, Nick will be going in studio to record his album. Check out the GoFundMe link in the comments. He's already gone ahead and raised $100 tonight. I'm sure that's going to go up before the end of the show. We look forward to seeing your donations, and we're also going to give you a shout out on the show just for doing it. So no matter what you donate, we're going to be giving you a shout out, thanking you for our gratitude. And obviously, Nick will be really showing his gratitude. And for $100 extra, we'll be delivering that gratitude.
Yeah.
That sounds so bad. I would pay $100 just for Will not to deliver that
No,
gratitude.
you wouldn't. Look, I've got some cut-off overalls and some snakeskin Crocs.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
They make snakeskin Crocs.
They made at least one pair, and I own them.
This also makes that show called The First 48.
My best friend's down in Alabama. They made me get them. So they actually bought them for me. I'm too cheap to buy them. They were like, you have to wear them. You talk me into it. Let's
Wine
run it.
with Will.
That's it. Wine with Will. Snakeskins rockin' or crockin'.
I'm not going to be able to watch your show live. I'm just saying.
Well, you're not invited.
That's past your bedtime anyway.
Who you talking?
Your lift
You were in
chair.
bed by 7:30.
See, did you hear that, honey? I went to bed at 7:30.
Ooh, that was slick.
Smooth. That was smooth.
He was middle of the conversation that night. He's like, going to bed. Have we eaten dinner?
He's smarter than we are.
More than 1 year of marriage teaches you that.
It's like, have we eaten dinner yet? I don't think so. So anyways, check out the GoFundMe link for Nick in the comments and also on our Facebook page. You can check us out on there. Also, the Patriot Lodge will be getting ready to launch with details to follow. Also, the benefit event for the Real Foot Lake tragedy will be taking place early April with more details to follow. All things being equal, we're going to wrap this up for this week. And as always, ask yourself, what are you grateful for? Live from Icey-Tek Studios in West Tennessee, I'm Patrick.
No, I'm still Matt.
I'm Will.
I'm Walter.
I'm Justin.
I'm Nick.
And we are Back to the Lodge. We'll see you next week.
Hey everybody, Nick here from Back to the Lodge. Just want to let you know this episode was brought to you by Mossy Oak, Icey-Tek USA, and Higdon Outdoors. Just want to give our sponsors a big thank you to everything that they've done for us. And hey, if you want to catch us live each Wednesday night from 6 to 7, right here on our Facebook page, Back to the Lodge podcast. You don't want to miss it. So until next time, we'll see you when we head back to the lodge.